we're going to be talking about recovery here. So two aspects of recovery. We're going to be talking about program recovery and then daily recovery. Program recovery is going to be one of two things. Deload week, which means the volume is going to go down, or the weight's going to go down, or the intensity is going to go down. So it could be a couple different ways as far as that goes. And that's usually going to be about every 3 to 4 weeks. So you might see 1 or 2 deload weeks in a 10 to 12 week cycle. And then the other part of programmed recovery is going to be rest days. So typically with the program that we're running, Thursdays are a little bit lighter. Some people take that as a rest day, and then Sunday obviously, but usually a 3-day on, 1 day off, or 2-day on, 1 day off kind of cycle is where we want to be as far as a rest day goes. And then also another thing to take into account is if you're feeling beat up. Like you just feel really tired, you feel really stiff and sore, it's your body telling you, hey, maybe you need to take a little bit time off, take that day off, and then come back and hit it fully recovered the next day. So those are going to be kind of programmed into our schedule or into the cycle. But the main thing that we're going to talk about right now is daily recovery. What do you need to do to make sure that we don't get injured and we perform at a high level and we get the results that we want? Because all the results happen not as we're in the gym, but at the recovery phase, the body learning from what you've done. So we're going to talk about 4 aspects: hydration, nutrition, sleep, and mobility. We'll start with hydration. So the intake of water needs to be at the ounces of your body weight. So if I weigh 165 pounds, I'm going to drink 165 ounces of water, especially now that we're in summer. It's really hot, sweating a lot, working out. So making sure that we're getting the proper amount of hydration. Kind of put it in perspective, a gallon of water is 120 ounces. So a little bit over a gallon for me. Or if you have one of those blender bottles or shaker bottle, it's about 20 ounces. So I'm going to drink somewhere in the realm of 8 to 10 in that range to hit that number. So kind of gives you a little perspective. Don't do this all in one sitting. This should be periodically throughout the day. And I know a couple of you will say that you have to go to the bathroom all the time and then your body just has to adapt. So again, this is where we need to be for proper recovery, proper hydration. Nutrition, this is kind of a whole separate topic. I'm not going to go into it too much, but just know that for proper recovery, our nutrition needs to be on point as far as whole foods, good nutrition plan. So again, I'm not going to get too much into that. Different topic for a different time. Sleep, big thing here is 8 to 10 hours. And I know for some people that's hard, but getting into a routine of when you're going to bed at night, if it's 9:30, making that a set time. So you know that if you're waking up at 7 o'clock every morning, you're getting the proper amount. It's not just, hey, I'm tired right now, I'm going to go to bed. This is a big aspect. People that don't get enough sleep, number one, get injured more often, and number two, they just don't perform as well, and they don't get the results that they want. So sleep is a big part of daily recovery. Last part, and the part we're going to talk about the most, is going to be mobility. The number one thing that we want to focus on daily is the problem areas. So I'll give you an example. Quads and my hips are my problem areas as far as my mobility goes. So I'm going to focus on those every day. I'm going to do 2 different things. I'm going to foam row, and I'm going to do static stretches. So foam roll, we have the foam rollers that are in the gym, and we want to make sure that we're spending about 90 seconds to 2 minutes per area. That's not, that is per side. So if I'm focusing on the leg on this side, it's 90 to 2 on this side. And we want to apply soft pressure. I know sometimes people think the harder, the more pain, more it hurts, the better, but it's going to cause more inflammation in the long run. And the other thing about foam rolling is we don't necessarily want to do it right after a workout. We want to give it some time, so recovering from what we've just done. Typically I'll do this before I go to bed at night. So foam rolling. If we need some tips on foam rolling or how to do foam rolling or what are some good foam rolling exercises. We do offer a mobility class on Wednesdays at 6, so come to that, get some ideas, and that's free. Static stretches, same thing. So these are holding stretches, relaxed, breathing, typically sitting on the ground, so no pressure, no standing type thing. Body's into a relaxed position, like I said. Same thing, 90 seconds, 2 minutes per side, per area, and we're gonna try to pick out 2 or 3. And again, if we have no idea what we're doing as far as that goes, where are my problem areas, or what do I need to do to hit the problem areas? Again, that class is Wednesday at 6 o'clock. So come to that, get some ideas. But big thing here is, again, kind of going off that sleep schedule. If you're going to do it at night or you're going to do it right before you go to bed, typically, and doing this on a daily basis, you're looking at about a 20-minute time block. Or if you want to split it up, do 1 and 1, about 10 and 10 minutes each. And number one, this is going to be good for feeling better the next day. But number two, it's going to get you to the results that you want, whether it's a performance or a weight-driven or a health-driven thing. This is going to improve your general health, and it's going to improve your ability to move. So you're going to get better at everything you do in the gym. So have a game plan as far as recovery goes. Don't just pick and choose or say, I'm going to do this one day. But kind of write something down, following all these 4 things: nutrition, sleep, mobility, and hydration, and make it part of your daily routine.